Peace and blessings. This is my video number 2 to the homeschool vlog hop, and this is our homeschool space / homeschool room. In our house, we don't have any one particular room designated specifically for homeschooling, so we navigate mainly between our kitchen and our living room area. I showed you my kitchen in a previous video. However, I'm not going to show you that in this video because it looks crazy. So I'm going to focus on my living room, and if you scroll through some of my previous videos, you will get a look at what our kitchen area looks like, where we meet and discuss what's to be done during the day, my whiteboard in the kitchen, and things of that nature. So this is our living room. And in this particular area, this is where I give my instruction, and my board work is done here. This is the DIY bookshelves that I made using crates. And the crates over here, these small 3 crates, are my 3 oldest. And this houses their books, whatever texts, notebooks, and things in these crates. I will be adding a 4th crate for my 6-year-old in a few short weeks when her curriculum arrives and what resources I'll be using for her. And here in these crates, I have resource books, reference books, homeschool related books. I have some early readers down here, some chapter books down there, it's a mixture of reference books and regular literature books here. In these 2 baskets, I have 4th and 5th grade readers that I used for reading. And in the back of these books, there are a series of questions, and I extended these with some task cards. I also posted those in a previous video. I keep their clipboards here. This is the binder where I write their individualized assignments, and they can just go in the binder and see what they have to work on for the week, check it off when they're done, and then I follow up behind them to see what they've completed and check their work. This is our globe. My husband brought this home. Someone was throwing this in the trash, so he brought this home. In here we have some more books. Some more science and social studies books. Pardon the light, my phone picks up lighting weird, and if I put it on flash, it looks even stranger during the day. This is my main shelf. This is where some of our books are housed. I have other books in our basement. I did a previous video on where we keep the majority of our homeschooling resources, so if you scroll through my vids, you'll see that one as well. This is where I have most of my African-centered books here. I have some health-related books here dealing with holistic health. There's partial African-centered books, historical fiction up there. This is an abacus. I have some books on black scientists here and inventors. This is our science shelf. Oh, this lighting. This is our science shelf. This is our social studies / geography shelf. These books down here are just literature books. And the bottom shelf down here is a series of reference books and encyclopedia type books. This is part of the panel board that I discussed in one of my previous videos. We went to Home Depot and we purchased this 6 by 9 feet piece of panel board for $13. It wipes and it writes just like a dry erase board, and it is huge. We had to have it cut in half. It was so large. So if anyone out there is looking for a whiteboard, I would highly recommend you go to your Lowe's or your Home Depot and ask them for a panel board. It is excellent. We've had it for a year now, and it's still looking good. It's still holding strong. The only thing I would say is just kind of, if you have to move it around, watch the corners because it will have a few nicks and dings. But other than that, it still looks good, and it wipes just like a dry erase board. This table here, I usually will pull this out into the center of the floor, and I'll have two children, primarily my 4-year-old and my 6-year-old at that table, and I'm able to get to the board there. This is my desk area. Don't be fooled. It does not always look like this. My desk area sometimes look like a paper explosion. So right now it looks good. Hopefully it'll stay like this for the next 24 to 48 hours. But my desk usually looks crazy. I just accumulate from lesson planning to my children just dropping assignments on my desk. It tends to look crazy. Even though they're supposed to put their assignments in here. I found this at Goodwill for $1.99. They're supposed to put their assignments in here, but they always end up on my desk. This crate carries all of the curriculum that I use and frequently have to pull out. My spelling, grammar, and writing curriculum is here. And what I did was I took them all out and put them in binders. Because I do make copies of them, I just took them out. I cut them and I put them all in here so I can just make copies as I go along. I put the test in there so that throughout the year I know exactly what they have to do. Here's some laminate sheets and some printable shapes I printed out and laminated for my 1-year-old. This is my binder, my lesson plan binder, and I'll do a separate video on what I have in here. This is the children's binder with all of their educational software, from math, science, social studies, just all of their software is in here. So that's where I keep this out the way, away from the children so they don't mess with it. Okay. My printer. Under here, I have my laminating machine sitting on top of my hard drive. And basically, that's it. I have some, if you can see, I have some totes in here that have been labeled based on subject matter. And some other items here. I have some extra totes right here for some extra activities. So basically that's it. I try to keep it as neat as possible because this is my home. Again, we don't have any one particular area designated for homeschooling, so I do strive to keep it constantly picked up and cleaned as much as I can, with the exception of my desk.